Hashtag free Stellar Blade. What's
it's only
this?
$5.49.
I don't know what this is. Free
I don't know. Oh, you're talking about the
Stellar
video game
Blade
of the. Oh, yeah.
Is a video game that's on the PS5. Claudia, I hope you help me with this topic.
Oh, here we
Yeah,
go.
sure.
No, I actually support this, and I'll tell you why.
Can you just play the game like a normal person instead of getting a game you're not playing and having to support it? What do you mean?
I'm not buying the game.
So you're not
What are you
supporting it.
talking
No,
about?
because it looks generic to me.
The point of a game is.
But the reason I'm supporting it is censorship reasons.
What censorship was there?
This is like you.
So
You're
the
the
whole
whole cause you really
PlayStation-
don't care about because you don't even.
You
care
don't
about
even
the
know
game.
what I didn't even get to present it yet.
Okay, let me give you
Sorry,
guys
you're right.
a little
No,
back.
Bruce is no. Actually, Max is right. I was being.
I didn't even get
No,
to present it yet.
no, Max-
You
Let
don't
me
know.
let me give you a little backstory before you do your thing, Max.
Yes.
Sony, as a company, has got rid of what they call jiggly. If you guys remember video games from the 90s, early
Jiggly
2000s,
physics.
yes,
That are alive.
Yeah.
yes,
Yes.
they got rid of
Yes,
it.
people
There was a because of FCC in America, they didn't want that stuff here. So it's nothing new. This has been going on for a decade,
No,
almost
that's
2
I
decades.
understand that. It's been happening for a while.
Yes.
You know, Japan
I-
censors
but I-
American games
Okay,
sometimes.
so
You
let
know
me
that
pose
happens?
this so people that aren't into this specific game understand. So there's a game that's released. It's very fan servicey. It's like skimpy clothes.
She looks naked.
Yeah, jiggling all over the place. But that is an artistic decision as well. Okay. And what's happening is you're buying a disc with the unaltered stuff on the actual disc. But then when you put it in your PlayStation, the
It's
PlayStation
different.
Network is forcing an update to censor things on the disc that you just bought.
How do people
so
know
that's-
that? How do
that
people know
is
that? If
Because
they
they data mined it, it's on the disc.
just because something's on the disc doesn't mean it's being taken out
Well,
of the game.
here's what I would
Because
pose
an update does
because
There's
I
a
wanna get-
lot. There's a lot
I-
of dummy files on
Okay.
games that never get released.
That's
They could be
also
re-
accurate. That's also accurate.
Correct.
But you also said previously, Bruce, that Sony's been doing
Destroy
this for years
him,
to get rid
Bruce.
of jiggle physics.
Yes,
So it kind of falls in line with
But
the history of them
I
doing
just
that.
I just want to know what people think is being taken out the game censored.
Well, here's my thoughts.
If she's
I-
already nude in the game
Okay.
anyway.
It's still my problem with it personally is it's
That you're
still
never
a
gonna play it. Go
product
ahead.
you're buying. Imagine if you bought a Blu-ray or a 4K from your favorite director, and when you put it in the Blu-ray player, the server forces you to do an update that censors something. And that's where my issue is. If we really value video games as a medium, as art, just like movies, music, or anything else, would you want your artist to be able to sell on retail an uncensored thing the way they intended it? And then when you put it in your player, you force the censorship. And this is on physical media too. You know, that is my issue with it. Am I going to buy the specific game with its jiggle physics and stuff?
I'm confused about what's being taken away from gamers as a whole in this game. What are people
Well,
complaining
people
about?
are gonna people.
Do
are
they
like
actually know what's being taken out?
They've done research on costumes.
She's nude.
Okay,
Pretty much. It's see-through.
There's stuff on costumes, on billboards on the background, on graffiti that they censored over. Yes. So that's my issue. But I
Isn't
would
the
love to get.
censorship in terms of the graffiti a hard R joke.
I don't like that. No. Yeah, I don't like that joke. Right.
Okay, so they censored that joke.
So yeah,
No,
so the
and I
censor,
don't
that should be
support that.
censored.
I'm just saying.
That should be
my-
censored.
No, but my issue is buying a product that's uncensored as the consumer and putting it in your player and being forced to update a censored version.
I
That's my
generally agree. I
Yes.
just think the way gamers go at it is absolutely terrible.
Oh
and
yeah,
it
I agree with
back
that.
process. And I
No.
also think it is part of sort of what we were talking about the other day. It's part of the social norms. They censor over there, we censor over here. We censor. There's like they
Yes.
know about it. They do
Word.
business. It's just
Mhm.
it is what it is. It is like I agree. There shouldn't be. I know because I
And I'm
turn
not
this
buying the
argument.
game.
if they turn this to, if they do,
You weren't buying the game in the first place,
yeah,
Max.
and
Don't
then
No.
come off like you were. planning to
also
buy
I would
it.
still support. I would find ways to
Korean
get
game,
the original version.
That is true. He
whatever
would've
way
never-
they
Well, I
look
mean,
at
that sets a precedent where
It's-
I don't like that. Now, this is the things that were censored in there. I don't
does
like
happen.
when the hard R is there or anything like. I hate that.
What you
But-
fail to understand?
I
What
also
is
think everyone has
acceptable?
limits.
What is acceptable in the country of the origin of this game is not acceptable here, and vice versa when it comes to importing stuff. So I don't see a problem with it.
It's supposed to be a better. It was supposed to be free here. I'm free to support what we want as long as it doesn't harm anyone
Yeah, but
else.
you're doing it through a private company of Sony.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
They're-
true.
There's
I
no
mean, that's
free-
the press.
Like that's
I
why I'm
love
saying, like, just get like, look, if this happened to my movies, I would be,
Right.
I'd be upset. I'd
music
be like,
movie.
I
and
like
I-
my gore films. If the
Now,
movie
do I
started
think-
automatically censoring my gore films,
Do I think Stellar Blade is high art? No, but then
Yeah.
it's going to.
that's why I
happen
mentioned
other
gore
things, too.
films, because that's not high art either. But what I
Yeah.
would do is just go out of my way to get the uncut version. 'cause
how
that's you
is the
support
ge-
art.
how is
not
the
not
gameplay
complain
in the
about it
game?
on Twitter,
How's the
because that
gameplay
doesn't
in the
do
game?
anything. Yeah.
The gameplay.
It does, that's irrelevant.
It's
that's
irrelevant if
irrelevant
it's
to
a
the
good game or not.
Yeah.
No,
It's
it
still
is. It is relevant, Max. I'm sorry.
No.
The
I
gameplay
mean,
is
if there's
relevant.
censorship that's on the disc that's forcing you to buy after you bought your hard-earned copy of what you wanted, and it's forcing you to do play the censored version as soon as you put
There's
it.
a reason.
It doesn't matter if it's a good game or not.
There's a reason why they censored it in the first place, Max. Right, and I hate to say this, right, but the thing is, you might say, look, free the thing and whatnot, but it's because of kids. Kids will pick up these games.
There's a rating on it.
Yeah, but kids.
What
Doesn't
about
matter.
Snyder? What about Snyder Cut being rated R?
Hey,
Okay.
you know hey, what? When did we talk about that, Pep? We're talking about video
You're
games.
the
here.
one who brought up Snyder. Nobody did.
I know, but it's an example. I just want
No,
to
I'm not. I don't
Standard,
support the things that were censored. I'm just saying the idea. I would actually like to get Joe's thoughts too. I know you support physical media, Joe.
Here we go. The main accusation of censorship revolves around things like a bunny swimsuit
Yeah.
where a layer of lace was added to cover up some Eve's cleavage,
Okay.
and a cut of fabric was changed to cover up more of her hips. That is the main point of the
Okay.
petition that was started and the angry gamers online.
Yeah.
A few inches of fabric.
Okay.
That's
Keyboard
I agree with Perp.
warriors.
That's side. I agree with Perp.
No, I don't care.
Wait, do you agree with me?
It's just it's
No,
different.
like-
It's a look. They changed the costume for America. They're changing the costume.
Yes.
They're not like they're changing the costume for American.
Well, the
audiences.
developers
happens
promised an
everywhere.
uncensored version if they bought it.
They literally had in India. Didn't they
Part of
cover up
it's on the developers.
Florence Pugh with
Part of it's the
a
developers'
black
fault,
dress
yeah.
in India or some shit? They do this. Every different countries have different social norms. They do this for us.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I mean, but that is still
America's
censorship.
strict.
Yeah, there's different.
I know,
areas.
I agree,
I
but
don't
there's
support
also,
it
but we
when they
also live in a
censor
time.
things.
We also
Yeah.
live in a time where we could get the uncensored version so easily, so it
It's just
shouldn't
that
matter.
Can't
People
here.
want to
so
complain.
strict. That's your problem.
Unless
you guys
you
are so
pirate
strict with
it.
stuff.
I
or
got
PC.
this.
Is-
I got
is
this
this on
crazy
PC?
title.
Yeah, you need PC.
No, it's
yeah,
not.
probably.
Yeah.
People will mod
Not
the
yet.
hell out of it.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is not on
Get it.
PC, guys. This is a PS5
yet.
exclusive.
It's PS5? Okay.
Yes, this is not a.
So,
It'll come to PC.
So too bad you're not getting it. There you go.
Yeah,
No,
but
but
you
it'll
could-
co-
Oh, Joe. I
I
don't
think
like
there's
what
a way,
Mr.
dude.
Rogers.
There's a way to get around
No.
all this. This is complaining for complaining's sake. Get
That
the
wasn't
uncensored-
Yeah,
No,
I know.
I,
Go buy your
It is.
PS5 from Japan or some shit. Like, come on, get out of here.
No, but here's Pepper. I'll say this right. It'll
Would
come
you
to
want-
P-
would you want to buy a horror movie that had something when you put it in the
I've done
Blu-ray
it
player?
all the time, and I don't complain on Twitter. I just go and look for the uncut version. I make my own little edits. I do my thing. Like,
Joe-
like we live in a world where
Yeah,
we could
stop.
literally get what we want. There's no point in complaining.
Okay. Well, what's your thoughts, Joe, on censored art?
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Like, what if you bought a Blu-ray and the director had it unedited? You bought the Blu-ray and the Blu-ray player forced you to update where they took like a small
Max,
scene out.
that comparison doesn't hold water.
Yes, it does. It holds a lot
No,
of water.
it's two
But I'll
different
say-
things.
I'll say this right. If it comes to PC, I guarantee you, people will mod the game to make it uncensored.
Yeah,
that is-
exactly.
But it's
That-
not
that is
even.
give-
I don't even consider this technically a censorship. It's a costume change. Is that
It's
really
still
what-
censorship,
Max,
whether you like it or not.
it's
Like,
a
just like
pri-
free-
Changing-
Just like
changing the
freedom, if you're for
costume?
freedom of speech,
It's not freedom of speech. The government
Even
is
if
not
you don't like-
infringing
Well, I
on your
don't
rights.
agree with it.
Even
Well,
if
I'm
it's
like,
what you don't
at the
like,
same
you
time,
know?
like, really, like we're crying about censorship.
It's
for
a
the content shit?
it's a private company doing something they feel is right with their product. It's not for us to say if it's right or wrong. It's a private
No, no,
company.
Nintendo
we
has
could
have-
critique.
they have
We could
rights.
critique. I just don't think gamers know how to critique correct, and it ends up
pretty
getting
much,
personal,
Blue Jay.
and they end up like end up emailing
Look,
Sony
Duff Dog
executives
says
and shit,
censorship
saying
bad.
tasteless shit. Like that's why.
Of course they would. They have an anime figure, anime avatar.
All right,
They
well,
watch
let's move on.
hentai.
Let's Oh, you're making a stereotype. You like anime.
So
I love
before
anime.
we,
I love
too.
hentai.
You
The
love
First
hen-
Amendment
oh,
right would be from the company.
show you
that
some
it's
sensitive
their right
anime.
to release the
Obviously,
product they want.
I was saying like
First
the
Amendment is
First
different.
You are
Amendment. I
correct.
wasn't
Dog,
saying
dog.
this is. I said like the First Amendment. You even give people freedom of speech for speech you don't like.
Yes,
That qualifies.
exactly. It's
Right.
Sony's a
Yeah.
private
Well,
company,
So
it's
this is
their-
art
it's
you might
their
not
first
like.
of-
It's still censoring
technically-
art that you don't think is.
It's
You
not
don't. You're like,
censorship.
oh, it's
technically-
censoring
It's
cleavage.
technically Sony's First Amendment right to release that.
Yes.
It's their right because they're a
Mhm.
private company and they're releasing that. And they might have gone public, but even then, their shareholders, they still make these decisions within a
Max.
private board and shit.
You sat here. Oh, were you sat here, and while Voltaire read the whole legal brief presented by Disney, where they were a company with First Amendment rights to do whatever they want with their product and who to hire, correct?
yes, he did.
And you
Gina
agree with
Carano was going against the message of Disney.
That's
different. This is the being
How-
developed by
it's still
the,
a private company, Max.
okay.
Still a private company.
And gamers, you don't have to buy the game.
That's
You
true.
don't play it.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't play
and then,
it, bro.
and
You
then
don't
it
play- you don't
bombs,
even
and
play
then you
the
get,
game
and then it
regardless.
bombs, and then you get no
If
ladies looking
gamers
like
are
that.
just
Like
playing
gamers
this-
don't know what to do. They're so
They don't.
stupid.
They are.
Hey, I'm
Gamers,
not. Hey,
I would say this: gamers
Hey,
are
I'm-
sensitive about
see, I'm-
anything.
see, I'm a video game player, right?
They don't know what to
For
do,
me-
so they just yell.
For me, you see, for me, it doesn't
And
bother
make
me whether it's
10,000
censored
videos
or
about
not.
getting mad about a game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad about the censorship at all because you know what, it's a video game at the end of the day. But because we're still on that topic realm of video games, I was gonna bring up this topic where apparently Hasbro is